ギターコンポーズ忘れてました。
So, welcome to A Line on the Floor. Might have a lot of these interruptions. BLK, UNK. So, been a little absent. And part of that is because I'm kind of fucking up. But part of it is because things have been kind of fucked up. You know, and again, I know, gotta stop making excuses. But I guess they're easier to make than YouTube videos and progress. So, I guess we'll start with, the last video, right? I had can't put baby in a box, right? Can't put baby in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
And I thought that possibly there was one last place that I might work out. That didn't work out, but that's okay. I'm still not entirely done with the commercials here. You can take a quick peek. And that's what they kind of look like, but not ready to show you just yet. Tune, no. I still got one more thing that I think I'm gonna try. I don't know, but that'll take another, 3-4 months. And again, might not work out. No. So, at the end of that, I thought, okay, I've really tried everything. And none of the doors seemed to open for me. So I decided I would go back and contact my intermediary, the person in between, my go-between for Kitano, Mr. Z, and had a meeting with him. I listed in quite interesting fashion all the ways that I've tried to meet Kitano and get his attention, and really broke it down over, in a fairly business-like manner. All the ways and efforts that I've tried for 11 years. Is it not worthy of 30 minutes of his time? And they came back to me yesterday, actually, really yesterday night, that it was not a no, kind of actually worse. It's and this is what I'd heard earlier too. The rumor going around is that I'll be working with him on a project in a year from now. So that was, the conversation with Mr. Z, and hung up the phone, and I thought to myself, and because I like to I like to say things that probably I shouldn't, or that are hard, not easy, but that are truths. So I phoned him back and I said, listen, tell him I don't need it. I'll do it on my own. Mr. Z told me he couldn't do that. He'd protecting me from myself at this moment, because he said if he were to say that to Kitano, that Kitano would obviously be disappointed, and yeah, that'd probably be it. You know, there's this whole thing with like being somebody's, the word deshi, or like student. And I've never been really a fan of having any gods. I mean, listen to people, learn from people. But what's happening now is he's telling me what's good for me, right? Like that I should wait a year. Now, does he know that the reason I'm coming to him is because things are fairly difficult for me at this moment? And, you know, okay, let's get into it. You know, we're trying to have a baby. And there's some difficulties involved with that. A little bit extra money might not be bad for that. Definitely, if we do get pregnant, not me really, but you know what I'm saying. I haven't been back to Canada since 11 years. I mean, I took the Usagi back and introduced her. That was for like a month and a half in 11 years. My parents are getting older. I'd like to spend some time with them, my family. And then there's, you know, my work. It's getting scarier. I'm doing, you know, because I'm getting more proficient at it, they're asking me to do more difficult things. You know, we're talking about, you know, being like 13, 14 floors up and, you know, standing on something that's maybe 3 feet across. Sometimes, you know, I was out on the actual, what do you call that? Like the metal I-beams, you know what I mean? Like what the old school skyscrapers are made of. And I couldn't move. And it was just that scary to me. I had to sit down and shimmy my way across. I don't like heights. So any number of things, you know, in a year could change. And it's what I don't like, is that it's like, it's almost like he has no respect for my situation. You know, maybe he thinks another year would do me good and, you know, help my art, which, you know, is true. But I don't think I'm going to be learning good things from this, because I can already feel like the anger inside of me right now. I mean, that's always kind of loosely floating in me anyways, but it's really bubbling. It's a chopstick, so there's a little bit of food left on it.
Never fucking again! I'm done! I'm not taking
So as you
it
can see,
anymore.
I'm still able to.
I've had enough!
Yesterday was a really bad day. The Usagi called it a funeral, because it was, and you know, possibly shouldn't be saying all this. I've never really discussed the Kitano thing with you. I met him 11 years ago, and you know, he told me to go back to Canada he couldn't provide me with a visa, but when I came back, he would give me a place to live and look after me with, like, simple foods. Anyways, then I had a contact number, his driver, and his driver ended up quitting somewhere along the way. When I went to go contact him, the number was no longer there. So, in some ways, as a student or an apprentice, I have already failed him because I didn't listen to his first command. But I was doing what I thought was best for me. So, I guess that's the way I got to keep going here. It's pretty sad because there's no more, there's no more savior. There's no more not hope, but do you know what I mean? That just that all of a sudden it just might be a poof, and okay, you're gonna get down, and then I might be good. That option's kind of gone. It's all gonna have to be me. And let's not get it twisted, right? I've got her. That's about it, though. Really, don't have a lot of friends. Alienated a lot of them through my manner and my I don't know. I guess possibly you could say my lack of appreciation of people. I went on a little stint of watching, just kind of checking in on other people, creeping on their pages, and a lot of my friends that I'm not really friends with anymore are doing good. Like they're slowly climbing the stairs. And I like to think I'm an elevator guy, waiting for that elevator. And I was actually kind of not happy with their success. Not jealous, but just it's because I don't really respect them as people. That's what I found out. Because Liam, who you'll remember, Liam is making a documentary in China about what's going on in China right now. And I think that's really cool. So it's not a jealousy thing. It's, I can't respect the way people do things so much. I have a hard time doing it with myself, but I'm, doing what I can. Again, not to say that I am the end all be all of morality and my code of ethics or whatever, but I do kind of have one, I think. And just to close it off, that's what bothers me about this Gitano thing, is that, and then again, I still kind of want to phone him and be like, listen, I'm good, because I can't respect him. I can't respect I'm just realizing right now that my shirt is blue. It's going to make the whole back. Okay, interesting. We'll see what happens. I guess I'm good. You can see, huh? I'm still smiling. It's going to take me a lot longer. And maybe in a year, maybe he comes to me and, we're working together on a project. But I have this feeling that I can't respect him anymore. Do you know? I'll have to ask him a why, I guess. That's the one reason I'm, I want to tell him to go fuck off, right? But there's this example that Japanese like to use about 3 different kind of characters, traits, or types of people that people can be, and it's the Hideyoshi, Nobunaga, and Ieyasu. And the line is that they're trying to make this mockingbird sing, and Hideyoshi says that he will try to convince the bird to sing. And this is who I think I've been most of my life. Like I've been very good at like manipulating people and knowing what people want, what society expects or wants of us. And I don't respect that ability. I don't like it. So the next one is Nobunaga, and he said if the bird doesn't sing, he'd kill it. And that's who I'm trying to become. I think I've become who I like because the passion is there and it's genuine. You could say it's a little bit reactive and immature, granted. And then you have Ieyasu, who ended up being the harbinger. Oh, I don't know why I try to keep using big words that I can't pronounce. But the person that brought peace to Japan. And his was that he would wait for the bird to sing. Patience. So maybe I got to start accepting that the world is the world, and really can't change it, not yet. It's only going to hurt me. So I don't know. Again, probably shouldn't be telling you this. I don't know who's creeping around here. I do know I do have some creepers. I think some of them the same people that I creep on and watch their stuff to see how they're doing. And, they want to check on me too. So I hope you creepers can find it in your heart to forgive me and cheer me on, just like I'm trying to do with you too, because that does us no good, does it? And to the rest of you, I hope you're doing good. Don't know if you'll get one from me for a bit. I need to focus on me, and like doing these YouTube videos, even this, right? Even setting up this, and this takes time. And as much as I also understand that does help me grow artistic, all these different ways. I need to start making my moves more, like just a little thought is I think, instead of making another mountain or the weight, maybe I need to make Indian summer. Maybe it's time, right? No more gods. All right. See you guys later. Huh? And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, all that. Wish you well. Let's get it. Oh, and let's be happy too, huh? 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 Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go take him for a walk. Later, guys. Oh, Jesus. Wait, sit. Sit. Little bear. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go.
This is my love, and I hope this is yours too. We play the guessing game, 'cause we don't know what to do. Questioning our world, do we want to know the truth? Who's the one that knows what we need and what we don't? Quiero saber de la vida. Quiero saber de la vida. Quiero saber de la vida. Quiero saber de my turn to say the things I mean with no delay. Love your life, it's true. It's the one planned out for you. And if you think there's more to this, just ask the life to show you what it is. Quiero saber de la vida. Quiero saber
I need you to do me a favor.
de la vida.
I need you to shave my head.
Quiero saber de la vida. Quiero saber.
It's not a very good reaction for the camera, I'm just telling you.
言い方がわかんないロストラ
Lost love.
ロストラ
I don't care what you call it. I just need to change.